Ah, Eva.
Hi, Isaac. I'm gonna
Hi,
change the
Eva.
screen.
I'm just going to see if I can get my audio. Can be. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hear you perfect. Your audio is perfect.
Hmm. Can I ask you something? Lately, my heart is like shedding layers and layers and layers. And um, it happens in relating with friends or who are touching old information in the system, and then I sit with it, and then it drops. Um, and it feels very good, and yeah, so yeah. Um, but now the heart feels quite vulnerable, yes.
Yeah.
And there is one friend, she always wants to talk about things between us. She feels unsafe and with me because I don't know why, but it's old information who is touched in her, but the capacity to see and to hold it herself is in the moment not very big.
Mhm.
So how to deal with that, with this vulnerable part who is just shedding the layers of protection? And then being in a friendship like that because I don't want to lose her. And I see that's old information, but anyway, it's touching. Yeah.
Those patterns, they, if you look, you can see they're not her. They're patterns playing in her.
Mm-hmm.
So with her, there is no actual problem.
Sorry?
With her, there is no actual problem.
Mm-hmm.
Where the sense of difficulty arises is with the patterns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. That makes it less personal.
Yeah. And you can see it's not you that has difficulty, it's patterns that have
Yeah.
difficulty with patterns, basically.
Yeah.
And it's actually what you love is just to rest as the love that you always are.
Mm.
Which includes the recognition of patterns playing, but it doesn't get so involved with it because it's not so interesting, really. It's just
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's incredible how this movement from identifying and then stepping away from it, how quickly it comes in.
hmm.
Yeah.
It's so easy to rest as that love flow, just that love flow that doesn't really have a beginning or an end. It's just
Yeah. And I would like to thank you and the Sangha because the capacity to love or to be loved. Yeah.
it's deepening in all of us. It's quite exquisite.
Yeah. So grateful.
And the beauty of to see of how that actually affects the entire field. It's, it's within the Sangha, but also just that capacity touches the whole field because we're not separate.
Yeah, that's so much joy. So much. Thank you all. Mm.
Ah, James.
Hello.
Hey, James. Are you related to Jordan?
Yeah, we're brothers.
Brothers. Okay, cool. Mhm. Anything you want to say? You're welcome to speak.
Sorry? Yeah, it's just I was just in a bit of a low state today. Um,
But that's in the past. So just if you can, come to this moment and speak what you're noticing now.
yeah, I just noticed yeah, like a holding on to that sort of state. Like I don't want to be missing anything or like avoiding anything.
Yeah. So just notice that there's a holding on to something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Would you recommend that holding on to your friends?
Sorry? Nah, I wouldn't.
No. Okay, cool. So somehow there's a holding on, but it's not something you'd recommend.
Nah, no.
Okay. So just honoring that the holding on, yeah? The holding on is happening. And we usually say, I'm holding on, but actually there's holding on happening. And I'm curious, if it was up to you, would that holding on be going on?
No, it wouldn't be.
No, no, cool. So you can see somehow holding on is happening. If it was up to you, it wouldn't be. It just simply means something's playing automatically, unconsciously.
Yeah.
Yeah, not wrong, not right. It's just a noticing that it's happening. And then a recognition that it's not you that's doing it, it's happening by itself. But if it is up to you, it would not be happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the interest is to meet beautifully. No doubt. When you tune into what you call me, I'm so welcome to tune in and sense what you sense. And,
Yeah. I just feel like a permission to let go.
fantastic. No way to get to, no one to get there. Just this moment. The love affair of this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anita.
Hey, Isaac.
Hey, Anita.
Happy to see you. Happy to be here in this wonderful space. I would like to look at whether there's something between us that maybe I create or that just comes up. Because in a way I'm in awe about this consciousness, and I feel like usually like yeah, like a child, being a bit wild. It's pretty busy in my life, and lots of things happen, things go well, and other things, and then suddenly people go berserk, and it's just wild, and yeah, how to stay connected and how to notice that what people do and what they say is not always them, how to see through that. And so, as I know you,
Just for fun, rather than looking for a solution for a future date, let's just come to this moment for just a moment.
yeah, I'd like to practice, yeah, for
Yeah.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's just we playing, yeah.
Mm.
So, how do you sense the flow that comes through me? And you can't get it wrong because it's just you're just only speaking how
Yeah.
you sense it. So there's no right or wrong to it. It's just
It feels open
okay.
from your side, but it touches something here that is a bit afraid of maybe your power or afraid of not being good enough. So this, I would love to always let this consciousness, and especially now, go through, but it's like there's some barriers, and they are within
Okay.
me, and I don't know really what it, but
So
there's fear in it. So
okay, so all you notice is that there's something happening in you that you don't even know what it is, but you just sense there's something going on,
yeah,
and you sense that there's openness here, and then something in your system responds in a way that you can feel isn't how you love it to be.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. I saw a really amazing clip. I mean, funny. It's just it sounds like it's off topic, but it's actually this woman was, you know, our bodies are made up of water, you know, very lot, but it's not the regular H2O. It's H2O2. It's actually water, but in another form. And we know, you know, from Dr. Emoto's work that the water is very sensitive, you could say, to vibration and to frequency and to thought and all of that stuff. So she was interested to try and find how she could experiment with this water. And she was thinking the best would be amniotic fluid, you know, the fluid that a baby develops in. But it's very hard to get that. So she thought the closest she could get to that was the egg white, because that's the same thing for a chicken. It's the amniotic fluid for a chicken. So she started to experiment with that stuff, and what she found was that chickens that were free range and were loved and got like the structure of the H2O was complex with lots of amazing patterns. And when she looked at store-bought eggs that from caged hens and all that, very, very small patterns and not coherent and not nearly the same. And so then she put one of the eggs from a really free-range happy chicken next to the egg of an egg from, from the cages. They communicated. Just without doing anything, this communication happened. She tried it many times. It wasn't, she's a scientist, so she was really looking to see. And then when she put it, well, just, how many eggs does it need to change store-bought eggs? And she put, one egg with many store-bought eggs and just testing to see. And just one egg from a really happy chicken had a huge effect, first to the ones closest to it, but then radiating out.
Mm.
So, it doesn't, so we could say like those patterns that you're picking up on belong to ancestors. We don't even know where they come from.
Mm.
Yeah. But then we meet and you sense an openness. And then just sensing in how that invites yourselves, what happens without doing anything, just sitting in this field. So what comes up is, as I understand it, it was, oh, there's something playing in me. And the interest was, what can I do to facilitate that those, whatever resistances or whatever, can come to peace. And so the moment it goes into that, it's like there's a busyness with doing, and a way that it seems like it's personal to you, that it has something to do with you. So now we're just taking it out of that into seeing, okay, there's patterns you never asked for, you don't even know where they come from. And they're coming into contact now with openness, they're coming with vulnerability, whatever it is. And we're just looking to see how what effect that has without doing anything. Just simply noticing, is there anything that you can pick up on that's happening by itself, just in us resting together. Just here and now, yeah.
It's beautiful, those eggs. Yeah.
Something.
So, it's all communication, huh? It's all
Yeah, just
communication.
yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm doing a project in my street to make more gardens. And now I get from one person a lot of apps, also very long ones, because I have a feeling I'm rather open.
Mhm.
And then some people, they just, pulling at me and telling me I do things wrong, and oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
just clumsy
I'm still open.
yeah, it's just clumsy reaches.
Yeah. Oh, that's maybe a good word. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how we making contact so complicated. Yeah, I do too.
That's just the patterns that do that.
Mm.
It's just like really and truly. And then what tends to happen, then the attention goes to the patterns rather than what we love.
Yeah.
So your love is to connect in your neighborhood through gardens, inviting beauty, inviting connection with the earth, health, all of that. So it's a very sweet invitation.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just a sweet invitation.
Yeah, and a lot of work.
And well, in a way, when it's something that you love,
Yeah.
you can't really call it work. It's just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so nice to know many people also. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, thank you for this, Isaac. It's a very
Yeah, thanks.
yeah. Thanks.
I mean, I guess it's the same thing when you see somebody that really loves their garden, and there's something there that connects, yeah, just in that.
Yeah, it goes by itself almost.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
cool. Yeah, thank you. Christine.
Hi.
Hey, Christina.
It's like a feeling of wanting to open, and then this sense of like a fear of opening.
If it was up to you, would there be openness?
Yeah.
Okay. So this idea that, or this feeling that there's openness that's lacking, so to speak. There's awareness of that, right?
Yeah.
Now that awareness, is it open, is it closed? How would you, or is it beyond open and closed? Open and closed appear in it, but really have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It's like everything is in it, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Ah, Angad's.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's Beate. Oh, I don't know.
Beate. Hi, Beate.
Yes,
Yeah,
hi.
sure. I see you now.
I listened to this, and it really touched me. And there's one question. I love this example with the elephant and the hut,
Mhm.
and so this dancing blood cells, and there can also be transformation, right?
Mm.
Who is there seems to be this what I am, and this there seems something who can translate it or can see it and find words for it.
Okay,
Who
great,
is it?
great question. So
Who
that's a
is
great question. It's like in this moment here,
Mm-hmm.
there's awareness, we could say,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then there's activities that go on
Mm-hmm.
that make it seem personal, make it seem like there's a chooser, a decider, someone here.
Mm-hmm.
And very often that's kind of like there's a confusion of I'm the body.
Mm-hmm.
So if we take a moment just to play with that, so we're familiar with deep sleep. Not dreaming, deep sleep. In deep sleep, we could say there's no sense of me,
Mm-hmm.
no sense of time, no sense of body, no sense of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then dream state, if that happens, then there's a sense of pictures, some sense of time, very different than waking time,
Mm-hmm.
and some sense of me, and some, like, it can jump around. It doesn't necessarily make sense. It's doing its thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then waking happens. And what do we call waking? And I'm only talking about what we can experience ourselves, nothing we're reading in a book or anything, but this process of waking happens. And in it, the senses become active. And then we speak about consciousness.
Mm.
So now the senses wake up, and then as they wake up, it's like a habit kicks in, like of where am I?
Mm.
What's going on? So we could say it's a habit of context. It's like, whom am I upset with? What do I have to do today? What's going on? How do I feel? Those kind of thoughts start moving, yeah?
Mm.
And at some point, we can say Alzheimer's or dementia, that process gets interrupted and we don't really know anymore where we are. We don't remember, oh, I'm your wife, your husband, you might all of that putting things together starts to fade. So in waking state too, if we look,
Mm.
without memory, how would waking state be? It's like you look at someone, you don't know who they are, you look in the mirror, you don't know who that is. And so we can see that memory, the moment consciousness kicks in, the moment we become conscious, or you could say the senses become active, there's a whole bunch of things that happen all at once, like this: memories, contextualizing. How did I sleep last night? How do I feel? What's going on? Yeah. How do I feel about myself? Well, maybe there was an upset with someone. It all comes in. And then when that activity comes in, then there's some sense of a me. There's some sense of time. There's some sense of what's important, what's not important. All of that happens in that activity, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's your experience too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's common to all of us.
Mm-hmm. But the words, it seems that the words I'm speaking when I'm aware, it's difficult. I don't know to explain. It's like the words are not so ego anymore, but they can use my language. So it's coming from the mind, but the mind isn't fixed on this sense anymore. Or
so let's just play again here, because we talk about the mind because we heard someone use this word mind. To me, when I look, I see that if there's no thought, there is no mind. Or what we call mind, it's just thought, actually. Thinking, memories, like this. That's what we call mind. There's no actual thing called the mind. It's an activity. So it's not a thing. It's just, it's like if a system gets quiet, either from spontaneously or, then there's no mind, and there's just presence. Nowhere, it's just empty. It's just here. There is no problem. So when we look at thinking seems to be something that has come, that it has the capacity to solve problems. So it's like we can learn how to bake a cake, or learn how to build a house, or learn how to fix a car engine, learn how to do emails, whatever thing. So to me, it seems we can't deny that learning happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Just happens.
So, there's just a learning to walk, and there's a learning to talk, and there's a learning to, not pee in your diaper or whatever it is. It's just like a steady learning happens, but you can't say when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. It just seems to happen. It's the same thing like learning to ride a bike. You get an interest, then you get on the bike, and there's some moment where your body just knows how to do it, and then knows how to do it.
And this interest is also just happened.
And the interest also just happens. Same thing with playing music or anything. It's just these interests come, and then learning happens, and then that, whether it's painting or playing music or being a great cook or gardening or anything, it's just the interest comes, and it's different for everyone. It seems like, some people get interested in gardening, other people get interested in cutting down trees. It's like an interest can change. It's so funny. I mean, we think we're in control of our interests, but really they come by themselves and they leave by themselves, as far as I can see. So that sense of I, we can see it disappears every night. You go to deep sleep, it's gone. Then waking happens, and this, with it comes a certain habit of attention which has been conditioned, a certain interpreting of the moment, and all of that presents or shows up as some sense of a me.
Mm.
So is that sense of me real?
Mm.
Not really, because it's just habits, you could say like that.
With this dream. Mhm.
Yeah, it's like a dream character in a way.
Mm.
Yeah. And that dream character that we play, it's like it comes from
Mm.
conditioning and, you know, undigested information and all that. It's, again, that dream character doesn't actually exist.
So the
Because if you
speaker.
are, yeah, if you ask your mother who's Beata, she would have an idea. Your father might have a different idea. Your husband, your lover, if they're the same people, who might have different ideas. Your sisters and brothers, friends, they all have a different idea. Even your own idea of Beata
Mm.
might have a thread to it, but it'll change depending on how much sleep you've had, whether you've had a good sleep, whether there's, you know, it's like it's not a fixed thing.
So this speaking and the awareness, what is happening, and put it into works is also coming from the stream.
And from having and from learning, from having
From
learned,
learning,
like
yes.
yeah, so
And there's a
somehow there's,
transformation. Okay. Mhm.
yeah. And so it's like, okay, so speaking can happen and we can seem to understand each other. And we see how often that someone says something and we heard something completely different. And it's like, or we speak and we think we're being very clear and somebody hears something completely different.
Mm.
So it's just, you know, to me, it's interesting just to recognize that this, you know, we can call it awareness or something that you can't say what it is or where it is, other than it's here, doesn't seem to have a beginning or an end. And everything appears in that, the sense of time, the sense of space, the sense of energy, all of it. And you know, it's like when it's like we stand and the floor seems real to us, or you know, like solid, but actually, if you looked at it through, it's mostly space. It doesn't, you know, like it's what stops us from going through is like electrical charges that, you know, like somehow make it seem solid in a certain way.
What the thought, what I get is that at a moment when I become aware that there's thoughts coming and can describe as this awareness feels like emptiness, it's like the.
So what is it that becomes aware? Because you said I become aware. So
No,
I'm curious.
years ago, I haven't had this, I'm here, this, and there's happening something.
Yeah. So what is it? So we say I become aware, but let's just see, is it an I that becomes aware, or is
No.
it just
No,
it's not
no,
really that.
no,
It's not really that. There's
no.
the recognition that there is awareness.
Yes.
See, someone once asked me, when did you wake up? And I, you know, I've never thought of it before. And I went, actually, that which is awake has always been there. The sense of I actually doesn't even exist, so it can't become awake. It's like, you know, there's just a recognition, oh, I'm that, in which the sense of I appears. The sense of I is not even a problem. It's just a habit of like making sense of a bunch of random information, ultimately. So we talk about being born and dying. What is that? What is it that dies? And where does it go? You know, like a wave crashing, it always was the ocean. It never returned to the ocean, never left the ocean. It is the ocean. So there's a Beata wave, so to speak. And at some point, it's like we say Beata died, but Beata never was not part of totality, or was never not totality, you could say like that. There was just an appearance.
Mhm.
And this is actually, you know, like if you look at the Heart Sutra of Buddhism, this is what it speaks about. It's just got its own language in it. And anyone that has seen will have their own language for speaking about this. But we're just speaking as Western people, using languages we know to try and communicate and point at something that we know, actually, we've always known.
Mm.
It's not getting anywhere. There's no awareness, can't get anywhere. Where would it get to? Like we say, I became aware. That's why I was just saying to make that distinction.
Yes,
It's not that, yeah.
The wrong word. There's maybe
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had said there was a point of awareness.
exactly. That's all.
Yeah.
I get it.
And
I
then
really
the
get
thoughts came in and said,
Yeah.
"Oh, there is awareness." Yes.
it. Yeah, yeah. Now
Yes.
I'm
And
aware. Now I'm
Yeah.
aware. So somehow there's a claiming of it or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But there's thoughts, there's awareness.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. So these thoughts also just came in. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Great question.
Yes. Hmm.
So if you like, just go to Gary Vee and just see if anybody got any value from that exploration. Maybe it's interesting to some people, or maybe not. Who knows? Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hmm. And thank you.
Thanks,
I'm very
Beata.
happy to have this short connection from Germany
Yeah.
to
Yeah, thanks, Beata.
Australia. Really love it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Julia,
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly.
I've got a question, and so if I experience that everything arises, just arises,
Hmm.
then there is nothing to do anymore.
Absolutely.
And just in the last weeks, there's a different, it's experience that just arises, and
Yeah.
it just came by itself, as you always say, and to really somehow test it if it's like that. And then the whole bunch of fixing something just drops.
Yeah.
But that also brings so much peace to this body being.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it feels like all the cells are just falling
Alive.
and
Alive.
are just
Yeah.
But there is a thought, I think it's just a thought, and I still believe in it sometimes, that I'm just lazy. Because if this, I tried so hard, like I tried so hard to stop patterns, and it just doesn't make any sense anymore.
Fantastic. So we're here now, and so we can say, like, we're here. without an imposition that we have to get anywhere. We have to do anything. That's not how we were conditioned, right?
No. I can even see, like, always there is this. Hang on. That's crazy.
Yeah. What we have is this moment. Nobody has more than this moment, right?
Mm.
It's just this moment. And then there's been a conditioning of how much we're allowed to enjoy this moment.
Mm. Yes.
So if you look at a baby and they just there, they don't have any idea of how much they're allowed to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And just in this moment, how much can we just enjoy this resting together and just enjoy the whole universe being just how it is? Where's the limit to how much we can enjoy that? Because to me, that seems like a really decent question. It's like somehow we weren't encouraged to enjoy our lives, for sure.
Mm.
You know, like depending which religion you were brought up in, but you know, you're a sinner and you have to put your shoulder to the wheel and your nose to the
Yeah.
grindstone. I mean, very uncomfortable yoga position. Or you're guilty, or you know, it's like you.
It's all this willpower. It's like just the word itself brings just pressure to the whole
Just
system.
pressure, yeah.
And
just pressure.
it just doesn't take me anywhere. Just in
Exactly.
it's like,
just,
oh my God, I can't. There is no
Ex-
enjoyment
yeah,
at all.
It's just conditioning. It's just like, you know, some generations of humans, it's like somewhere along the line, you know, we went from hunter-gatherers, just kind of cruising, and then suddenly, you know, like in a short time, we started putting up fences and dividing everything. So a whole bunch of ideas came in that weren't really looked at. And suddenly we find ourselves in this funny kind of looking through a funny filter of me and mine and yours and separation. And just, you know, it seems to have crept in relatively quickly when you look at it. It's like
it was just sneaking in somehow.
sneaking
Like
in, yeah.
no one really got it.
Yeah. Somehow, you know, like depending who you read or what around 10,000 years ago, agriculture was discovered. And as soon as that was discovered, we, you know, like we had to earn our living through the sweat of our brow. So we had to somehow you know, and then a few people could feed a lot of people, and then you know, like then it started to go into specializing, and some people became soldiers, and some people became different things. You know, it's like so we moved from living in the Garden of Eden where there was food everywhere, and suddenly we had to work for it, and it's like we had to give. Ownership came in, and you know, like all these ideas, you could say, and then
Wow.
yeah, amazing actually when you look, and it's all just made up of thoughts, ideas, and filters, constructs.
And somehow it's even the interest for this just came by itself too.
Yeah, because I would say related to, you know, looking through a whole bunch of filters that we never asked for, they were put on our head, and finding, wow, life feels terrible. It's like it's you know, it's like
that, that can't be it. Like it,
no, yeah,
that
exactly.
it's not meant that way.
No, it's just like something's gotten a little bit confused here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Which country do you live in?
I'm in Germany.
Oh, in Germany. Cool.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, that's really.
Thanks.
I mean, you know, to me, when I speak like this, I don't feel like I'm telling anybody anything they don't know. There's no teaching here. There's nothing. There's just pointing out, like we've always known. And then you see, okay, yes, always known this. It's true. So it's like, it's simple. But yeah. Last, thanks for hosting. Thanks, beloveds. Peace, love, beauty. Ciao.